Hi, it's Dwayne from CodeWheel. We're going to pick up where we got to last time, now that we finished off the scaffolding. In this video we're going to be focused mainly on the header, the hero sections and the widgets. Okay, so let's pick up where we got from last time. So let's remove all this test information, we don't need it no more. So I'll just delete that. And we delete this font. We keep the font work sans. Okay, so let's go to the design. Just make sure that's worked. Cool. Yep, that's worked. Okay, let's go to design and let's check the width of this section up here. So let's have a look. If I use this one, this looks better. This looks easier. So that's 1152 pixels. So let's go to the Tailwind website. I don't think they have one for 1152. So let's have a look. TailwindCSS.com. Max width. Okay, they don't. Their one is 1280. Ours is 1152. We try doing 1280 and see how we get on. If it doesn't work, we can always add in a new something to the Tailwind config file. So let's try with XL and see how we get on. So this is going to be the header, and let's put a class on it. So the class. So we're going to do the container, and we're going to set it to max W screen XL. Let's add some padding of 4 pixels. Okay, let's see how that looks. Just putting some dummy text. Lorem. Might need to center this. Okay. By default, Tailwind doesn't center it, so let's quickly center this text. So MX. And that all that means is margin left and right auto. Cool. Okay, that's all good. So let's add in the logo. So click on that. Right click. Copy as SVG. And now you can replace it with your own logo that you've already got. So just go back to VS Code. And replace that. Usually I would minify the SVGs, but it's only the logo and it's only a demo site, but that's fine. But usually I would minimize it. So let's see how that looks. Okay, that's a bit too tight. So let's see what I've got on the design. Okay, 39 pixels. So Tailwind padding goes up in increments of 4 pixels. So 39, that's close to 40. So that'd be PY10. Because 4 times 10 is 40. So that's what that will be. So let's add a PY10 in here. Excellent. So that's much more better. A lot more space on there. Okay, so next bit now, let's build out this hero section. So we're going to have a main tag and a section tag. Okay, if I remember, I think this hero section was slightly smaller. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's check the width of this. So that one and that one is 1030. So in Tailwind 1024, so we use that there. That's excellent there. So you can use that one. So we're going to use max width screen large. That's the closest to what we've got at 1024. Okay, so let's add in the background colour. So that background looks like it was. Let's load at the palettes. BG Grey 50. So add a background on. BG CW Grey. There you go. That's it there. I'll just put in some dummy text so you can see it. Okay then, that's on the page. Again, we just need to center it. So we will do MX Auto. See, that looks already like it's going to be too big. We might need to change it shortly. We see how we get on. The widths are quite big, but we see how we get on. We do it afterwards. So these are two separate boxes, so I'm going to probably separate them using the flex box. This is going to be one div here, and that's going to be another div. So let's create a div for the content first. So a new div, and the H1. And let's add in the font bold. And now we need to check what font size it is. So go back to the design, and we had it as 28 pixels. So I reckon that's probably 3XL. 3XL, yeah, we try 3XL. Font. So it's text 3XL. Let's see how that looks. 3XL. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Okay, so we need to add in the colour, so that's going to be blue 600, grey 800. Okay, so text CW blue 600, and then we just put a span around this, so it's going to be span. And that was grey, so that was class text CW grey 800. Okay, let's see how that looks. Excellent. So this is wrapping on a line. So let's do inline block. So back to the code. Inline block. Oh, sorry, block, not inline block. Excellent. There's a bit of line height there, so let's do leading. So leading. Let's try that. Or not. I'll do leading loose. No, that's too much. Leading relaxed. Okay, let's go back to the numbers. So bit more tighter. Yep, that would do. So is that, yeah, that's about right. So let's add in the content. Before we add in the content, we need to check the font sizes, so like the font color. So the color is going to be 800 for all of the page. So what we're going to do is add that color onto the body. So if we go to top, and we're going to do text CW gray 800. Okay, so we added it on the color. Now let's add in the body text. So again, that's got some line height there, so let's call it leading relaxed. Okay, that makes it a bit more, put a bit more space between it. Excellent. We sort out the spacing afterwards, we just want to get all the content on the page. Okay, so next bit is the call to action button, join the beta. So that's got a background of 600 and the text is white. So let's quickly do that one too. So class is font bold, text CW blue 600. So it's 050, that's the background. So the background was 600. Sorry about that. And I think that might be it. We might need to add some padding though, so let's see what it looks like. Maybe we're going to need to add some padding. Join the beta. Yeah, so that'd be, again, so it goes up in pixels of 4, so that's going to be, so 12, I'd say 12 between the top, I'll go 12 at the, for the y-axis and 4 for the x-axis. Okay, so let's go to the button and let's add these in. So it's going to be PY3, PX1. Okay, so we're going to need to add the block element onto that link as well. So let's add the block element. And I think mine was rounded. Let's go back to design. So inline block. Inline block. Excellent. Okay, so let's do a bit more tweaking. So that's going to need a margin bottom on. See, there's a bit of space between these two. So what's the space like? 12. I just got that there. So I'll say do MB4. And on this one we do the same, we do MB3. Let's see how that looks. Excellent. Okay, so we got the gist of how this is. I think that needs a bit more space on the x-axis, so px2. Okay, we can tidy up a bit more once we've got the imaging. Okay, so let's put the images on. So where I usually get my images is from a great little site called undraw.co, I think it is. Excellent. Okay. So it's got loads of great illustration. This site has really, really good resource. There's a bit of a problem. I can't remember what I searched for. So I didn't design a while ago. So I think it was analytics. So if I try analytics, so ANA. Let's have a look. Did our design look like? Okay, so go in front of a screen. Okay, so let's try charts. If I can't find, we just use another one. So that's it. Excellent, excellent. So what it does is, since it's all vector SVGs, you can change around the colors on it. So if you just fetch our brand color, so if you get the eyedropper tool, copy that and go up here and replace it. And we want an SVG, so download your SVG for your project. Open Firefox. Okay, we just need to get a source code. I will put this one in SVG OMG. So SVG OMG. That, what this does is minifies the image and compresses it. So paste markup. Wow, didn't do it much, only like a couple percent, so better than nothing. So copy as text. Go back to our page. Okay, it's going to be a separate div. Just normal for now. So div. Paste that in. A lot of lines in this SVG, so I'll just minify that. To collapse the code, it's control space and it's square brackets. So it's control space left square bracket to minify it, control space right bracket to maximize it. So control space and the left square bracket to minimize it. There we go. We don't need the width and height on ours. So we change that to view box. So view box 0, 0 height. Okay, I think that's about right. Save that. Let's see how that looks. I think I might have done something wrong with the view box, so let's go back to it and see what I did. Oh, I know. So that's better. Don't have a space between it. Cool. Okay, so let's put a flex box around all these. And let's go back to the page. Okay, so let's make the width wider and sort out these widths. So W, I want it to be slightly smaller than 1/2 because I want some like a pad in between it. So I'll just do width 2/5. So that'd be 40%. And I'll do the same for this one up here. So I'll do 1/2 for this one. Width 1/2. Okay, get in there, get in there. So justify between. And we want the content to be in the middle. So items center. Excellent. So this needs some spacing, so what would that padding be? Let's say, check on here. (40, 44, 12, 48). So let's go PY 48. Actually, PY, no, it'd be 6, no, it'd be 4 times 10 is 40, 16. Yeah, 16, not 48. Got my maths muddled up. Excellent. That's looking much more better. This is zoomed out to make that back to 100%. Okay, so what differences have we got? That text looks slightly too long. Okay, that's not a problem. All we need to do is go back to the content. And what we're going to do is put a width on this one of width 11th, 12th. That's the closest to 90%, so that's why I did that one there. Magic. Okay, that looks like that's done. We need to put another effect on this link, so I'll quickly do that now. In one of the later tutorials, you're going to go back. You're going to go on the later videos. You're going to go through and put all the hover effects on afterwards. But just for completeness, we just do a quick one now. Okay, that will do for now until we do it in a further video, tidy it up a bit. So that's that section. There is too big. I'm going to need to make this smaller. Okay, I'll do that afterwards. I'll do that at the end of the video. So next bit now is the widgets. So we've got 3 widgets there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's add these in now. So it's going to be, if I minify this one, it's going to be another section. Inside it will be a list. So we're going to copy the container from the top, the header, since it's the same size. Just double check. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, so first thing first, we need the logo. So this is from, don't need these no more, herocons.com, and this is, I think it was widget or column. Oh, brilliant, there, widget. So copy as SVG. Class block, width is 32, so that'd be 8. Height 8. So again, 4 times 8 is 32. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that looks good. So we had it on the next line. So it's multiple dashboards. So that's 18 pixels. That's going to be text LG and the same font color. So I think these be H2s. Multiple dashboards. Font bold. Text LG. I think this needs a bit of a padding. PT 4. And this one, so PT4. That's too big. I think in Tailwind 2.0 they added the ability to do half units, so that will do. So try that one, 0.5. Yeah, that looks alright. So let's add in content now. So excellent, that looks good. So just duplicate this twice, and let's put the grid stuff onto it. So it's going to be class grid cols 3. So this just means we're going to make it 3 columns, and we add the gap on in a sec. Excellent. So our gap was 48. Oh, that's perfect. So that's going to be 4 times 12 is 48. So to do them, it'd be gap, and we want the gap on the x-axis, so it's going to be gap hyphen x hyphen 12. Oops. Beautiful. So let's add in these bits now. So we just copy the text and we do the links after the images afterwards. Okay, control space square bracket to close that list. Copy that text. Apologies for this being really boring. I know it's like just watching people copy and paste text, but it shouldn't take too long to do. And that's real-time tracking. Okay, so let's get these icons again. So back to herocons. So Excuse me. The next icon is a bell. Replace it with the stuff I've got already. So Control X that. Delete this. And replace these top 2 lines with my one. Oh, I did the second one. Okay, not to worry. Clock. So I will switch these around now. So I'll just add in the clock. So delete this top line. Now just switch these around. So cut that there. Excellent, got there in the end. So we said we were going to change this width as well, so let's change that now. So I think mine was 1152. So what I'll do widths now in Tailwind. So max width is, okay, so we call ours LGX. So we just copy that there. Go back to our config file. I'm going to go to extends. LGX we call it, and then we're going to say (1152) pixels. Okay, there's a shortcut in VS Code to run npm scripts rather than just keep going to the command line. So it's on my keyboard, it will be Control-Shift-B, and that will bring up the tasks which are inside the node file. So I've got npm build CSS, so that's my task. So press enter, and then choose continue without scanning the task output, and enter again. I'm not so sure what it'd be on the Mac, but it's Control-Shift-B, and that brings up the tasks which are inside the package JSON file. There. Okay, that one's been done. So if we go back to ours and if you go to config file, so ours will now be LGX. So if you go to index, change that to LGX. I'm not too sure if that's worked. It's got to be screen. I didn't call it screen, so I could have changed that now. Control-Shift-B, choose our build task, enter. Continue without scanning the task output, enter. Okay. That's just building our script. That's all done. Yeah, that's much better. Much more tidier. So let's just move these on the side. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that concludes the video for now. I think it's a good place to stop. If you've got any questions or any issues, just drop a comment in the comments box, and I try and have a look at it. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when the next video drops. Thanks for the time. Bye.